What's up everyone, John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo here, and I want to talk to you about the PS3 versus the Xbox 360. This is the debate that I've seen going on in my videos, on other people's videos, and on numerous websites. It's a very polarizing topic, and I want to let you know where I stand, see if we can sort of come to a consensus about really what's the best advantage and what's the best value as far as the consoles are concerned. So both come in now thanks to price cuts at $299, Microsoft's Xbox 360 Elite, and Sony's new PS3 Slim. So let's talk about Sony first and the pros and cons. When the PlayStation 3 first launched, it was a whopping $600. It was really unheard of for the time. But you were getting a lot of value with that $600 console. You were getting really a fantastic Blu-ray player, which is firmware upgradable. Essentially means that you can get new features, bug fixes, and support directly from Sony. If you buy a Blu-ray player from Samsung or another vendor, you're going to get a solid Blu-ray player that works, but you're not always going to get new features and patches. Sony is definitely going to always be supporting the PlayStation 3 through its lifetime, since it has such a large install base. So they'll make sure that really that particular console always gets the newest features. On a side note, I went and visited a professional video production house that makes Blu-ray discs, and they were using a PS3 for their test Blu-ray players to show you how much they believe in the quality of the player on the PlayStation 3. You're also getting access to a great, really, library of games. Back when the PS3 first launched, you were getting backwards compatibility with the PS2 and PS1. You were getting card readers and 4 USB ports. Well, flash forward to now, those 4 USB ports are 2, and those card readers are gone. But you are getting a very slim console. You're getting still a great Blu-ray player. You're getting, again, access to a great cache of games. And you're also getting really a very nice home theater and media system. So those are some of the positives about the PlayStation 3. I think that it's a good looking console, graphics are fantastic, and I think it really is now a fantastic value at $300. Even if you wanted to buy a standard Blu-ray player, odds are it probably cost you maybe $200 or just a little bit less, so for $100 more, you know, you'd get access to some fantastic games and some features you wouldn't get otherwise. So it's very hard to ignore the PlayStation now. A lot of people were saying the PS3 was too expensive, $400 was too much, and of course $600 was a lot, and Sony was having a little bit of trouble to moving consoles, despite the fact that PlayStation is a great brand and game developers are really starting to develop for it more. So on the downside of the PS3, I think the online experience, the PlayStation Network, really is not up to par with that of the Xbox 360. Now, I know people are always going to say that, you know, you get what you pay for, PlayStation Network is free, but I do have to say I really don't think that it stacks up, you know, evenly with Xbox Live. That's just, you know, my personal take on it. I think you're not getting some of the features that you get on the other consoles. You're not getting the access to, let's say, Netflix streaming, but there are certainly, you know, other aspects that the PlayStation 3 has that the Xbox doesn't. You know, those are really the only big negatives that I can see with the PlayStation 3. Certainly console title exclusivity is a deal, but there really aren't that many more negatives with the PS3. My big concern earlier was price. It was just too expensive for a lot of people, and Sony was pricing out a really large portion of their user base. So the question that I'm really thinking now is this too little too late? Does everybody that would have bought a PlayStation 3 maybe jump ship to a $250 Wii or a $200 Xbox Arcade because it was just what they could afford? And, you know, if they already bought a console, odds are they're probably not going to buy another one. So let's jump over to the Xbox 360. And I should preface that I own both of these consoles. I've got the older PS3 Fatty version, and I have an Xbox 360 Elite. So price now is $299. I think a very reasonable $299. I think one of the biggest selling points of the Xbox is its video game catalog. There are just some fantastic exclusive games that are available for Xbox 360 that you're not going to find on the PlayStation. Certainly PlayStation has its own exclusive titles, Resistance and, you know, what was Metal Gear Solid. There really are just a lot of exclusive titles on the Xbox. I think that there are more, and I think that there are more games on the Xbox, more games at least that I would want to play. You know, I think that if you're looking for kid titles, you want to look at the Wii. Certainly for the more mature gamer, the Xbox and 360, the Xbox and the PlayStation rather, are competing for really the same demographic. So you're getting now not a Blu-ray player, but you are getting, you know, a standard DVD player. You're getting access to Xbox Live, which I really think is the built the big key to the Xbox. I think it's a fantastic experience. You definitely have to pay for it, which is a little bit on the unfortunate side, but integration with now Twitter and Last.fm and Netflix on demand, it's amazing sort of the features that you get that aren't even game related for the Xbox. Certainly I think graphics-wise, the PlayStation 3 has more power and is capable of really high resolution graphics, but as far as what game developers have been able to use, really graphics-wise I think that they're on a fair playing ground. So, kind of want to cut this a little bit short. If I have to pick a console, and let me preface what I'm going to say with, I really like the Xbox. The Xbox is my console of choice. If I go to GameStop or I go to order a game from Amazon and they're available for both platforms, I'm going to order it for the Xbox. You know, I have both consoles. But if I was buying one right now, if I didn't have either, I gotta say the PlayStation 3 is now a better value. You're getting much more for your money. You might lose out on some of the exclusive titles that you don't get with the Xbox, you know, the Halos and such in the world, and I don't think you're going to get the best online experience. But you are getting a fantastic Blu-ray player, you're getting a great upscaling DVD player, you're getting access to Sony's fantastic library of games, and you are still getting a very usable online experience. It's now very hard to ignore the PlayStation 3 where it wasn't before. So what do you guys think? Do you agree, disagree? Am I so off topic that you can't even believe it and you're pissed? Or do you completely fall in line with what I'm saying? Video response, text down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, for exclusive content, check me out at Twitter, twitter.com/John4Lakers. And to learn more about TechnoBuffalo, check out technobuffalo.com. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.